Asterisks Wild, using truncation and wildcards for more effective database searching. Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth, and today for my key concept presentation, I'm going to be talking about how to effectively utilize the searching tools of truncation and wildcards within online search platforms such as ProQuest Dialog, LexisNexis, Gale, EBSCO, and the like. This presentation was made as a part of Info 244, and the semester is Spring 2018. So, first off, what is truncation and what are wildcards in relation to these online databases? Well, you've all heard of search boxes for these database platforms. Search boxes are where any given user, such as you or I, can type in their search terms for what they want to look up, whatever subject they want to look up in the databases the platform has. I've included a couple of examples of these search boxes right here. And if you look at the first one, you'll notice I've typed in the word document. Now, if I were to type in the word document and search it within ProQuest Dialog, ProQuest Dialog would give me all of the articles in its database that it has containing that word, but it'll be that word as is. So it won't include any plural form, it won't include any verbs, no documents, no documenting. It'll just be that word. It's that case sensitive. And that's not very good for my search because I want to get the most out of my search. I want to be able to look for all of the variations of that word in addition to the word I have. That's where truncation comes in. Truncation is a tool or skill within these database platforms that will enable the user, meaning us, to search for multiple variations of any single word without having to list them all in the search box. So if I was going to search document and I wanted variations, I would ordinarily make a big list of all of the variations of the word document, like documents, documenting, documented, documentation, and even documentary. And I would have to type them all in individually, separated by the Boolean operator or. So it would be document, or documents, or documenting, or documented. And as you can imagine, this takes a long time. So truncation, when you truncate this search term, it's essentially a shortcut. So you don't have to do all that. It relieves the need for brainstorming all these words, and it'll cut down all of your ors. So as you can see here, the correct way to truncate in ProQuest Dialog, as seen in the first example box, I've put document, and then I've added on an asterisk at the end, document asterisk. And the asterisk is our truncation symbol. It's ProQuest Dialog's truncation symbol. Other platforms might use different truncation symbols, like I've seen the $, I've seen the pound hashtag symbol, and I've seen exclamation points, but ProQuest Dialog uses the asterisk. You can see here, this is correct truncation, and when you type in document asterisk, you'll retrieve not just document, but you'll retrieve documents, documenting, documented, documentation. All of those variations are now going to be included within your search. The asterisk is basically a placeholder for any other letters that can be tacked on to the singular form. And as you can see within the second search example that I've given, it can be done with words such as colony, where the singular form is actually differently spelled than the variations. So all the variations of the word colony are spelled with an I, C-O-L-O-N-I. So what I did here in the second search example box was I put C-O-L-O-N-I asterisk in parentheses, and then I've included the singular form colony as a separate because I can retrieve both the singular and the variations. So colony asterisk will bring back colonies, colonial, colonization, etc. And in addition, I tack on the word colony to search for colony. Now, ProQuest Dialog also has what's called left-hand truncation, and not all the search platforms have this, but it's basically truncation that occurs at the beginning of the word instead of the end. So in my third example box here, I have the word colony again. To search for all the forms of the word, we're going to use COLONI asterisk. But at the beginning, we're also going to add another asterisk. Asterisk COLONI asterisk. This will retrieve variations of the word such as decolonization and pre-colonial. Things that have prefixes attached to the general word colony before the word. Now, that's truncation, but there are also such things as wildcards. And wildcards are symbols. They're symbols just like truncation, although truncation and wildcards aren't the same thing, that a user can put in place of any letter inside any given search term. So if you look at my fourth term box, my fourth example, I'm using the asterisk here as a wildcard to distinguish between different spellings. So the most common example is British and English and American spelling. The word flavor is spelled in here, it's spelled F-A-L-A-V-O-R. But in Britain, it's spelled F-L-A-V-O-U-R. So here in this my fourth example box, I've typed in F-L-A-V-O asterisk R. So what that's going to do is that's going to retrieve both F-L-A-V-O-R and the British spelling F-L-A-V-O-U-R. This asterisk is essentially taking the place of the U, and it's also returning everything that doesn't have anything there. So in that way, we can get both American and British spellings of the word within articles, which expands and broadens our results. Now, wildcards can also be used on a one-for-one substitution basis. So it doesn't have to be substituting in for a word that isn't there. It can be any single letter, such as here in the fifth example search box that I've given. It's I've searched for Latino or Latina. You can type in LATIN question mark, because the question mark is the individual one-for-one wildcard in ProQuest Dialog. And that'll retrieve Latino, Latina, or Latinx. And I've also included the plural here too. So it's giving you the ability to be precise in finding only certain forms of a word. And then you can also use, as in the last example, you can also use multiple wildcards in a row. And that causes words only with an equal amount of the letters. So the wildcards are all one-for-one. So if you put in 3 wildcards in a row, ProQuest Dialog will only retrieve those words that have 3 missing letters. So here I put ORGANIZ question mark, question mark, question mark. So what the platform is going to do is it's going to search, and it's only going to bring back those words that have 3 additional letters tacked on. So it'll bring back organized, it'll bring back organizing, but it won't bring back organization, because I specified that it can only be 3 letters long after the search term. And here I have a guide. I'm just going to do this very briefly. I have a guide to all of the truncation and wildcard symbols on different platforms, and this can actually be found in our Bell textbook, Online Searching by Suzanne S. Bell, on page 55. So I'm going to let you look at this, and if you want, you can also look at it in the book. And here are my references. Thank you very much for deciding to watch with me, and Have a great day.